Do you know what a collective noun is? It's a big word, but it means something simple. It's a word we use for a group of things. Instead of saying many cats, we can say a clouder of cats. Cool, right? Collective nouns make our sentences more fun and interesting. Let's learn some. We use special collective nouns for groups of animals. These unique terms not only add color to our language, but also help us understand the social structures and behaviors of different species. Let's explore some fascinating examples of these collective nouns and see how they reflect the characteristics of the animals they describe. A group of lions is called a pride. This term reflects the majestic and regal nature of lions, often referred to as the kings of the jungle. In the wild, a pride typically consists of several related females, their offspring, and a small number of adult males. The pride works together to hunt and protect their territory, showcasing their strength and unity. How about geese? They love to honk together in a gaggle. This term is used specifically for groups of geese on the ground. When in flight, they are often referred to as a skein, team, or wedge. Geese are known for their strong social bonds and coordinated movements, whether they are migrating across continents or simply foraging in a local park. What about fish? They swim together in a school. This term highlights the synchronized and collective behavior of fish as they move through the water. Schooling provides fish with protection from predators, increased foraging efficiency, and improved hydrodynamics. Watching a school of fish in action is a mesmerizing sight, as they twist and turn in perfect harmony. And sheep, they graze together in a flock. This term emphasizes the social and herd instincts of sheep, which prefer to stay close to one another for safety and companionship. Flocks are often guided by a shepherd or a lead sheep, ensuring that the group moves together and finds the best grazing spots. The sight of a flock of sheep dotting a hillside is a classic pastoral image. Can you think of a collective noun for a group of dogs? It's a pack. This term is often associated with wild canines like wolves, but it also applies to domestic dogs. Packs are characterized by their social structure and hierarchy, with a clear leader and cooperative behavior. Whether in the wild or in a park, dogs in a pack exhibit loyalty, teamwork, and a strong sense of community. Let's not forget about crows. A group of crows is called a murder. This somewhat ominous term reflects the dark plumage and eerie calls of crows, which have long been associated with mystery and folklore. Crows are highly intelligent and social birds, often seen working together to find food and protect their territory. Their complex social interactions and problem-solving abilities make them fascinating creatures to observe. And what about owls? A group of owls is known as a parliament. This term evokes the wise and solemn demeanor of owls, often depicted as symbols of knowledge and wisdom. Owls are typically solitary hunters, but when they do gather, their silent flight and keen observation skills create an air of quiet authority. Watching a parliament of owls in the moonlight is a truly enchanting experience. Finally, let's talk about monkeys. A group of monkeys is called a troop. This term highlights the lively and social nature of monkeys, which live in close-knit groups with complex social hierarchies. Troops work together to find food, care for their young, and protect each other from predators. The playful antics and strong bonds within a troop of monkeys are a testament to their intelligence and adaptability. These collective nouns not only enrich our language, but also offer a glimpse into the fascinating world of animal behavior. By understanding these terms, we gain a deeper appreciation for the social structures and interactions that define the animal kingdom. So, next time you see a group of animals, think about the unique collective noun that describes them and the stories it tells about their lives. We use collective nouns for groups of people too. A group of friends playing a game is called a team. People on a ship work together as a crew. What about singers? They sing beautifully together in a choir, and people who love to dance might be in a troupe. Collective nouns aren't just for living things. They can be used to describe groups of inanimate objects as well. This makes our language rich and versatile, allowing us to communicate more effectively and vividly. Imagine trying to describe a collection of items without these handy terms. It would be cumbersome and less precise. We can use them for things too. For example, a collection of tools can be referred to as a set of tools. This not only makes it easier to talk about them, but also helps in organizing and categorizing them. Think about how you might refer to a set of kitchen utensils or a set of wrenches. It's much simpler than listing each item individually. A bunch of grapes is perfect for a snack. The term bunch is a collective noun that helps us describe a group of grapes conveniently. Without it, we would have to say a group of grapes or many grapes, which isn't as concise. This term also evokes a specific image, making our communication more effective and engaging. A fleet of ships looks amazing on the ocean. The word fleet is another collective noun that helps us describe a group of ships. It conjures up images of grand naval expeditions and maritime adventures. Using such terms not only makes our language more colorful, but also helps in painting vivid pictures in the minds of our listeners. Have you ever seen a forest of trees? The word forest is a collective noun that describes a large area covered chiefly with trees and undergrowth. It's a term that brings to mind the beauty and majesty of nature. When we use such terms, we can convey a lot of information with just one word, making our communication more efficient. It's amazing how many trees can grow together. The term forest not only describes the physical grouping of trees, but also evokes the sense of wonder and awe that such a sight can inspire. It's a word that carries with it the essence of nature's grandeur and the interconnectedness of life. And when you play cards, you use a pack of cards. The term pack is a collective noun that makes it easy to refer to a group of cards. It's a term that's familiar to anyone who enjoys card games, and it simplifies our communication. Instead of saying 52 individual cards, we can just say a pack of cards, and everyone knows exactly what we mean. Similarly, in a library, we often refer to a collection of books as a library of books. This term helps us understand that we are talking about a large, organized collection of books rather than just a few scattered volumes. It's a term that conveys both the quantity and the organization of the books, making our communication clearer and more precise. When it comes to flowers, we often use the term bouquet to describe a collection of flowers arranged together. This term not only tells us that there are multiple flowers, but also suggests that they are arranged in a pleasing and artistic manner. It's a word that adds beauty and elegance to our description. In the animal kingdom, we use terms like herd to describe a group of cattle. This term helps us understand that we are talking about a group of animals that live and move together. It's a term that conveys both the number and the social behavior of the animals, making our communication more effective. Similarly, we use the term flock to describe a group of birds. This term helps us visualize a group of birds flying or resting together. It's a word that adds a sense of movement and unity to our description, making it more vivid and engaging. For insects like bees, we use the term swarm to describe a large group of them. This term not only tells us that there are many bees, but also suggests a sense of activity and movement. It's a word that captures the dynamic nature of a group of bees working together. In the aquatic world, we use the term school to describe a group of fish. This term helps us understand that the fish are moving together in a coordinated manner. It's a word that conveys both the number and the behavior of the fish, making our description more precise and vivid. Even in the vast expanse of space, we use collective nouns like galaxy to describe a group of stars. This term helps us understand that we are talking about a massive collection of stars that are bound together by gravity. It's a word that conveys both the scale and the beauty of the universe, making our communication more awe-inspiring. In the world of art, we often refer to a collection of paintings as a gallery of paintings. This term helps us understand that we are talking about a curated collection of artworks, rather than just a random assortment. It's a word that adds a sense of organization and purpose to our description, making it more meaningful and engaging. For hobbyists, we use terms like collection to describe a group of stamps. This term helps us understand that we are talking about a carefully curated group of items that are collected for a specific purpose. It's a word that adds a sense of dedication and passion to our description, making it more personal and engaging. Similarly, a collection of coins refers to a group of coins that are gathered and organized by a collector. This term helps us understand that we are talking about a purposeful and organized group of items, rather than just a random assortment. It's a word that adds a sense of value and significance to our description, making it more meaningful and engaging. Collective nouns are cool because they paint a picture in our minds. They are special words that describe a group of things or people in a way that is more vivid and imaginative. When we use collective nouns, we can create a more engaging and colorful story. Imagine reading a book where every group is just called a group. It would be pretty boring, right? But when we use collective nouns, we can make our language come alive with creativity and fun. Instead of just saying group, we can use a word that tells us more about what the group is like. For instance, think about a group of lions. Instead of just calling them a group, we call them a pride. Doesn't that sound majestic and powerful? The word pride gives us a sense of the strength and nobility of lions. Similarly, a group of fish is called a school, which makes us think of them swimming together in harmony. These words add depth and meaning to our descriptions. For example, a gaggle of geese sounds much funnier than just a group of geese, right? The word gaggle brings to mind the noisy, chaotic nature of geese when they are together. It's a word that not only describes the group, but also gives us a sense of their behavior. This is the magic of collective nouns. They can make us smile, laugh, and even feel a bit more connected to the world around us. Imagine walking in a park and seeing a gaggle of geese. It instantly makes the scene more memorable. Collective nouns make our language more interesting and fun. They allow us to play with words and create vivid images in our minds. Whether it's a murder of crows, a parliament of owls, or a troop of monkeys, each collective noun adds a unique flavor to our conversations and stories. They are like little nuggets of creativity that we can sprinkle into our language to make it more engaging. So next time you see a group of animals or people, try to think of the collective noun that describes them. It's a fun way to expand your vocabulary and make your language more colorful. Collective nouns are not just for writers or poets. They are for everyone who loves to play with words and make their communication more lively and interesting. So go ahead, explore the world of collective nouns and see how they can transform your language. Now, let's see how many collective nouns you remember. What is a group of bees called? What is a group of monkeys called? And what is a group of mountains called? The answers are a swarm of bees, a troop of monkeys, and a range of mountains. Now it's your turn. Can you make a sentence using these collective nouns? A herd of, a band of, a bouquet of. Be creative and have fun with it.